sisters and brothers of America.
Sri Ramakrishna was a 19th century Indian mystic and yogi, known for his teachings on the unity of all religions, and the realization of God through intense devotion and love. His life and teachings have inspired countless people around the world, and his wisdom continues to resonate with many even today. The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna is a revered text that captures the essence of his teachings. Compiled by Mahendranath Gupta, who wrote under the pseudonym M. The Gospel presents a vivid and detailed account of Sri Ramakrishna's conversations and interactions with his disciples and devotees. It offers deep insights into spiritual life, the nature of the divine, and the path to self-realization. In this video series, we'll explore the key themes and teachings from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, breaking them down into digestible parts to understand and appreciate the profound wisdom it holds. Whether you're new to his teachings or looking to deepen your understanding, this series is for you. Let's dive into the life and background of Sri Ramakrishna to set the stage for his teachings. Born as Gadadhar Chattopadhyay in 1836 in the small village of Kamarpuka, Bengal, he displayed a deep spiritual inclination from a young age. His family was devout, and he often found himself immersed in religious rituals and practices. Despite facing many challenges, including financial hardships, Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual quest remained unwavering. He sought the company of holy men and engaged in various spiritual disciplines, including intense meditation and prayer. His spiritual journey led him to experience profound states of consciousness and realizations, ultimately culminating in his realization of the divine in various forms. Sri Ramakrishna's teachings emphasize the importance of love and devotion to God, the unity of all religions, and the pursuit of spiritual knowledge through personal experience. He taught that all paths, whether through devotion, knowledge, or selfless action, lead to the same ultimate truth. Sri Ramakrishna's teachings emphasize that all religions are different paths, leading to the same ultimate truth. He believed that every faith, when practiced with sincerity and devotion, can lead to the realization of God. This idea is beautifully captured in his analogy of a pond, where people from different sides of the pond draw water and call it by different names. Hindus call it jal, Muslims call it pani, and Christians call it water. Despite the different names, the essence remains the same. Sri Ramakrishna practiced various religious paths, including Christianity, Islam, and different sects of Hinduism, and attained profound spiritual experiences in each. Through these practices, he realized that all religions are true and lead to the same divine reality. This deep respect for all faiths was a cornerstone of his teachings, and is a powerful message of tolerance and understanding in today's world. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, you'll find numerous conversations where he highlights the importance of this unity. He encouraged his disciples to respect and appreciate the diversity of religious practices, and to focus on the common goal of realizing God. This universal message has inspired people of different faiths to come together and appreciate the shared spiritual heritage. In the next part, we'll explore Sri Ramakrishna's teachings on the importance of love and devotion in spiritual practice. Stay tuned for more insights from this extraordinary spiritual master. Another core teaching of Sri Ramakrishna is the importance of love and devotion, or bhakti, in one's spiritual journey. He often emphasized that the simplest and most direct path to realizing God is through pure, selfless love and devotion. Sri Ramakrishna's life itself was a testament to this path. His relationship with the divine was intensely personal and filled with deep love. He would often enter into states of ecstatic devotion, singing songs, and weeping with love for the Divine Mother, whom he worshipped as Kali. This intense devotion wasn't just emotional, it was a profound spiritual practice that brought him closer to God. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he shares many parables and stories to illustrate the power of bhakti. One famous story is about a young boy named Prahlada, whose unwavering love and devotion to God protected him from the wrath of his demon father. This story highlights that true devotion can overcome any obstacle and lead one to divine grace. Sri Ramakrishna taught that this love and devotion should be free from any selfish desires. He encouraged his disciples to love God for the sake of love itself, not for any material gain or personal benefit. This selfless love purifies the heart and mind, making it a fit vessel for divine realization. Sri Ramakrishna placed great importance on spiritual practices and disciplines, believing that they are essential for purifying the mind and attaining God realization. He often emphasized the need for regular and sincere practice to progress on the spiritual path. One of the key practices he advocated was meditation. Sri Ramakrishna taught that meditation helps calm the mind and focus it on the divine. He encouraged his disciples to meditate daily, ideally in the early morning when the mind is fresh and the world is quiet. Through meditation, one can experience deep states of inner peace and communion with God. Another important discipline he recommended was japa, or the repetition of God's name or a sacred mantra. Sri Ramakrishna believed that constantly repeating God's name with devotion purifies the mind and keeps it focused on the divine. He would often tell his disciples to keep a japa mala, or prayer beads, to help them in this practice. Sri Ramakrishna also stressed the importance of selfless service, or karma yoga. He taught that serving others without any desire for personal gain is a powerful way to purify the heart and realize the divine presence in all beings. He would often say, "Service to man is service to God," highlighting the unity between the divine and all of creation. In addition to these practices, Sri Ramakrishna emphasized the need for satsang, or the company of holy and like-minded individuals. He believed that associating with spiritually inclined people helps reinforce one's own faith and dedication. The positive influence and inspiration from such company can greatly aid one's spiritual journey. Sri Ramakrishna's teachings offer profound insights into the nature of the divine. He taught that God is both immanent and transcendent, existing within all creation and beyond it. This dual aspect of the divine is central to his teachings and helps us understand the multifaceted nature of God. Sri Ramakrishna often used simple yet powerful analogies to explain complex spiritual truths. One of his well-known analogies is that of water and ice. He explained that just as water can exist in different forms, liquid, ice, and vapor, so too can the divine manifest in various forms. When God takes on a form, like an avatar or deity, it's akin to water becoming ice. When God is formless and beyond our comprehension, it's like water in its liquid state. Both states are the same in essence, but appear differently based on our perception and understanding. He also emphasized that the divine can be realized through different forms and paths. Whether one worships God as a personal deity, meditates on the formless absolute, or sees the divine in nature and other beings, all paths lead to the same ultimate truth. This inclusive view encourages respect for diverse spiritual practices and beliefs. Sri Ramakrishna's experiences with different religious paths further illustrate this point. He worshipped the Divine Mother Kali, saw the presence of God in the form of Rama and Krishna, experienced the divine through the teachings of Islam, and had visions of Jesus Christ. These experiences reinforced his belief that all religions are valid, and that the divine can be approached through various forms and names. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, you'll find many instances where he shares these insights with his disciples, encouraging them to find their own path to the divine, while respecting the paths of others. His teachings remind us that the essence of spirituality is to realize the divine within and around us, regardless of the form it takes. Sri Ramakrishna's teachings and life continued to inspire millions of people around the world. His emphasis on the unity of all religions, the importance of love and devotion, and the need for sincere spiritual practice resonates deeply with spiritual seekers across different faiths and backgrounds. One of the most significant aspects of Sri Ramakrishna's legacy is the Ramakrishna Order, founded by his chief disciple Swami Vivekananda. This order continues to spread his teachings globally through numerous centers and missions dedicated to spiritual practice, education, and humanitarian work. The Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission have become beacons of service, promoting the ideals of selfless work, spiritual enlightenment, and religious harmony. Swami Vivekananda played a pivotal role in bringing Sri Ramakrishna's teachings to the West. His addresses at the Parliament of the World's Religions in Chicago in 1893 introduced the profound wisdom of Vedanta and the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna to a global audience. Vivekananda's work laid the foundation for a deeper understanding and appreciation of Hindu philosophy and spirituality worldwide. The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, compiled by Mahendranath Gupta, M., remains a treasured text for those seeking spiritual guidance. Its detailed accounts of Sri Ramakrishna's teachings, parables, and interactions provide invaluable insights into his philosophy and approach to spirituality. The Gospel serves as a practical guide for living a spiritual life, emphasizing the importance of direct experience and personal realization. Sri Ramakrishna's message of seeing the divine in all beings and serving humanity as a form of worship continues to inspire acts of compassion and service. His life demonstrates that spirituality is not confined to meditation and prayer, but extends to every aspect of our lives, including how we treat others and contribute to society. In conclusion, Sri Ramakrishna's teachings offer a timeless and universal message that transcends religious boundaries. His emphasis on the unity of all religions, the power of love and devotion, and the importance of sincere spiritual practice provides a path for anyone seeking to deepen their spiritual journey. As we reflect on his life and teachings, we can find inspiration to lead lives filled with compassion, understanding, and a profound connection to the divine. In this final part of our series on the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we'll explore how we can practically apply his teachings in our daily lives. Sri Ramakrishna's wisdom is not just for contemplation, but for living a spiritually enriched life. Unity in diversity. One of the most profound lessons we can take from Sri Ramakrishna is the acceptance and respect for all religions and spiritual paths. In our daily lives, we can practice this by being open-minded and respectful toward the beliefs and practices of others. Whether it's engaging in interfaith dialogues or simply being kind and understanding, we can embody the spirit of unity in diversity. Devotion and love. Cultivating love and devotion in our hearts can transform our lives. This doesn't necessarily mean religious worship. It can be as simple as expressing gratitude, being compassionate, and nurturing relationships. By dedicating our actions to a higher purpose, we bring a sense of devotion into everything we do. Spiritual practices. Incorporating spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, or mindfulness into our daily routine can help us stay connected to our inner self and the divine. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection each day can make a significant difference in our mental and emotional well-being. Selfless service. Practicing selfless service, or karma yoga, is another way to live Sri Ramakrishna's teachings. Volunteering, helping those in need, or simply performing our duties with a selfless attitude can purify our hearts and bring us closer to the divine. Remember, as Sri Ramakrishna said, service to man is service to God. Seeking holy company, associating with spiritually minded individuals can greatly support a spiritual journey. Whether it's joining a spiritual group, attending satsangs, or reading inspiring spiritual literature, surrounding ourselves with positive influences can reinforce our own spiritual practices and beliefs. Simplicity and sincerity. Sri Ramakrishna's life was a testament to simplicity and sincerity. We can practice these qualities by being true to ourselves, living simply, and focusing on what truly matters. Sincerity in our intentions and actions can lead to a more authentic and fulfilling life. By integrating these teachings into our daily lives, we can create a more harmonious and spiritually enriched existence. Sri Ramakrishna's wisdom offers us a blueprint for living with purpose, compassion, and a deep connection to the divine.